Hi, this is TSG Multimedia's Dan Cortopassi, and today I'm reviewing an HO scale Athearn Genesis GP50 decorated for Chicago and Northwestern. This model appears to be prototypically accurate from photos that I've found of similar units. It has a beacon mounted on the roof, a horn, antenna, and good lift ring detail. The model has a nicely done fan detail and also includes the winterization hatch, which most CNW units had. I like the prototype specific details, especially the nose bell that a lot of CNW units had. And it's got a fairly nicely done plow, MU hoses, and coupling levers. The back end is also nicely done. Most of the same details down here. Has separately applied grab irons. The couplers are plastic. The one in the back matched the KD coupler height gauge, but the one in the front was a little high. The model picks up power from all 8 wheels, and all 4 axles are driven. The air reservoirs and plumbing are nicely done. There's sander lines, and the trucks have brake lines. All of the wheels were in gauge according to the NMRA standards gauge. The paint is crisp and very nicely done, and one of the nice touches I like are the little warning labels on the side of the body in some places, which are even readable if you have a magnifying glass. One problem with this model that I've found that's common to a lot of models that have plastic handrails is that for some reason some of the uprights get crooked, especially toward the back of the model. The ones toward the cab seem to be straight, but then by the time you get to the rear, they're a little bit tilted, and there's really nothing you can do about that except to replace the handrail, as I don't know if there's any way to really stretch it that would work very well. These models come either with factory-installed sound in DCC or in straight DC versions. I happen to have the DC version, so I'm running it on DC power. Runs pretty smooth and seems to have good low speed capability. Probably on DCC it would do even better. The lights in this model are done with bulbs. I really wish Athearn would start using LEDs, but they're still using bulbs. And on DC anyway, the beacon is not separate from the headlights. It comes on at the same time. One of the things I really didn't like is because the bulbs in this rear casting are right there inside the plastic, and there's no light barrier, so that glows through the yellow part, and that looks really bad. One other thing about this model is while they used see-through steps on the cab, they didn't put the perforated see-through steps on the corners, which seems a little odd to me. So overall, I like the model. I do have some issues with it, though. I'm going to take off a spike for the coupler height being wrong. I'm going to take off a spike for little detail problems like the handrails being crooked, and also other parts like this winterization hatch is mounted slightly crooked on the roof if you look at it straight down. And I'm going to take a spike off for the light problem in the back with the light showing through the headlight casting. So my final verdict on this model is 7 out of 10 spikes.